out of shape. Come on, jump in the ride.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I am not a makeup artist. I'm just a stay-at-home mom, and I do my makeup. I get a lot of compliments on what I do for my makeup. I don't really know what I'm doing, but if you like what the end result is, then you guys can totally watch the video, and if you like it, then don't forget to subscribe, because hopefully there'll be more coming. And if you don't like it, then don't watch. Okay, so my lighting is really crappy. We're in winter in New York, and just like it just always looks disgusting outside, so don't mind that. I've already done my eyebrows, and first things first, my eyebrows are for shit. So if you don't like how I do my eyebrows, I'm sure you can do yours however you want. I use my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow. I like the product, but I bought a color that's like super dark, and I just feel like it's way too dark for me. And if I spend the time and actually like sculpt out my brows, I feel like it makes me look too like harsh. So I like to just kind of add on so the natural shape that I already have, and then I leave it from there. I'm not big on like trying to get my eyebrows to look all crazy and sculpted. So that's that. I've already done I first primed just my T-zone with my Photo Finish by Smashbox. I have a lot of acne, so I try not to put too much of that on my face because I feel like it makes me break out. I don't know if it does that to anybody, but I'm just saying for me personally, I don't like to put too much stuff on my face. And then you're gonna say, well, why do you use this foundation if you don't like to put too much on your face? Because it's super full coverage, this MAC Studio Fix Fluid, but out of all the products that I've tried on my skin, this is one of the things that does not make me break out as much as other things. My daughter and I were just doing our own makeup tutorial, so that'll hopefully be uploaded soon, but I missed a little bit with this. So I'm just gonna take my little blendy looking brush here. I don't know like all the names of the brushes either, because like I said, I am not a makeup artist. I'm just a stay-at-home mom, and I like to do what I can to make my makeup look like I worked really hard at it, and I don't always work really hard at it. So hopefully this kind of helps any stay-at-home moms that like to achieve a semi-full glam look without having to spend all the time, because I don't have the time. That's just not who I am. And this is really full coverage foundation. Anybody that like really has things on their face that they want to cover up, I totally suggest to get this. I never really experimented with MAC until I got married, and the woman who did my makeup worked for MAC, and she does an amazing job. So yeah. So I'm gonna start off, before I do that eyeshadow, with my Painterly Paint Pot Pro Longwear from MAC. I feel like this really gives a nice foundation before you put your eyeshadow on. It just allows you to get a really nice nude color, cover up any dark veins or anything you have on your eyelids, because I do certainly have quite a bit, and also helps keep that color on for so much longer. So it kind of gives you a nude tone to start with, a skin color tone. And some people that might be a little dark for, or a little too light for, but they come in all different colors, and they're really amazing. I love this. I love this stuff. So I'm gonna start with this burnt orangey looking tone, copper tone right here. These colors are all matte. I got this whole palette matte, but I know there's like so many different palettes by Morphe. So I'm gonna take this orangey color from my Morphe palette. I really love Morphe palettes because as a mom, I don't like to spend $1 million on my own makeup. I like to spend money on my kids. But I do still love makeup so much, and I feel like these are really affordable palettes, and there's just like such a wide array of colors. So anybody that is looking to buy like a large palette for a decent price, that's the way to go. So I'm just gonna take that orangey color and go right in my crease. It comes off as almost like a burnt orange or a little more yellow, and that's just the transition color that I'm gonna use right now. And just make sure you blend that really, really, really well. Windshield wiping. Okay. Other eye. So, there's that. So now I'm going to take that same brush, and I want to use this darker, almost purplish color from Morphe. If you don't have these palettes, like, you could just always do the best you can. A lot of times when I watch tutorials, I'm like, I don't have that color, but I'm sure you can find something similar to it. And yeah, so I'm gonna take that and I'm just gonna go right in the crease. And this may look kind of crazy right now on the outside, but I do things to try to fix it up. So I'm just gonna blend all of that together. And I always have the problem for some reason where I'll put like a good amount of eyeshadow on one eye and then the other eye is like looking all crazy. So, you know, just play with it. It's not the end of the world if you mess up. You can fix it. Like, don't be scared of your makeup, because I used to be like not trying to put a lot because I was like scared I was gonna mess it all up, and now I'm like, what the fuck? What am I scared of? Like, it's not gonna bite you if you fuck up. So there's that, and I'm gonna blend that more in a little bit, but for right now I'm just gonna keep adding my colors on, and then I blend all my colors together in the end. So now I'm gonna take the black right here in the Morphe palette, and I'm just gonna take that and I'm gonna go right in the corner and do like a triangle shape right there, and then bring it really deep down into the middle of the crease there, just like that. I know some people that know me are probably watching this and like, who the fuck said she can do makeup? But like, guess what? I like how I do my makeup, so if you're watching this just to be a hater, go fuck yourself. So there's that, and then I'm gonna do this side. And then with this, you can actually take the black, and then because you did that triangle right there in the corner. Okay, baby. Can you wait for me to be done with this? Okay. So then I took this kind of down my lash line too as well. And then you want to leave like that center right there. See that center right there is still empty. So then I'm gonna take this brush. I got this in the Naked palette, the first Naked palette. The second Naked palette came with a different brush, but I loved this one from the first one because I feel like it's like shorter bristles and I have like a better control over it. So I'm gonna take I used to use the Urban Decay finishing spray, but now I ran out. And I was in the store the other day and I saw this Wet n Wild one because I live in the middle of fucking nowhere, so it's not like I'm living next to like Target, Walmart, Ulta, Sephora. I don't live next to that shit. Like, I gotta drive like 40 minutes to get to anything. So and sorry about the camera shaking, my table's like all messed up here. So this Wet n Wild finishing spray, and I just spray that right on the short end of this. And I love this brush, like I said, because it's just like so flat, and I feel like I have so much control over it. Here it is, my Naked palette, which I love. That was the very first set of makeup I ever bought. My husband got for me for Christmas, both Naked palettes, and I was like in love with them. So I'm gonna take Sin, which is the second one. You can see I used the shit out of this palette because I love it that much. And that's like a metallic-y color. And I'm gonna go right here in that center where we left it blank. And the reason why I do that finishing spray is because it helps really pack on that eyeshadow, and it like shows the true potential of that metallic color. Like I feel like it gives it a whole new life. So that's why I always use the finishing spray with my metallic shades at the end, because I just love how it brings them to life. And then you could take that and just bring it down in the corner to give yourself a little highlight as well. And then I'm gonna take this fluffy brush again, and I'm really just gonna blend everything together because I don't like things looking harsh or finding harsh lines, and like the way that my eyes are shaped, I feel like I have a hard time sometimes blending things up. But you can still see that beautiful transition color, the orangey yellow, and then the purple on top of that. So now I'm gonna take a baby wipe. You can use a makeup wipe, but I do not currently have any, so baby wipe it is because I have babies. And I'm gonna go from my corner of my eyelid up to my eyebrow, and just clean that up, obviously, but it gives it a really sharp edge. See, I used to put like tape on my eyelids to give me that same sharp edge, but I learned you can just kind of do like that, and that does the same, it does the same thing. So now I'm gonna take my Wet n Wild Mega Liner. I like the Kat Von D one, the Kat Von D liquid liner. I love it so much, and it doesn't last me very long, but I'm in love with it. I always loved it. When I can get to the store, I go and get that because it's like my favorite. So I'm now I used to pull my eye all the way out like this and then start doing this shit, but I really think that that's like not healthy for your eyes, and I think that it makes you age, and I don't want to be 80 years old like that, like, you know. So now what I do is, and I'm just gonna look down in my mirror because I can't fucking do this shit and look in the camera. I'm gonna look down at the mirror, and I just made and I'm gonna blend that together afterwards, so no worries about it being separate. And like I said, don't be freaking scared. It's just makeup. Like if you fuck it up, you fuck it up. Just fix it, you know? That's why I usually do my foundation at the end, but I didn't this time because I don't want to scare everybody by not wearing any foundation at all, because my skin is looking pretty crazy. So now I'm just gonna go from I've got Toy Story playing in the background just in case you're like, what is that freaking noise? And then just build all the way till you get to the corner of your eyelid. I used to just like rush out of the house without really checking my wings, and like I'd have people being like, oh, your one is like down here and the other one's up there. Like, step back 3 feet and it'll look good. So don't fucking tell me. you don't like how my makeup is. So, like I was saying, I went to Miami and they did my makeup over there for the first time. They did the liquid liner, and I was just like, oh my god, I love that. I love how it looks. And then like I went to school and everybody was like, what the fuck is she wearing? Because like I grew up in the middle of freaking nowhere, and people didn't just walk around with their makeup done like that. Okay, so that's that. So, there's that. I'm gonna go back in. First, I'm gonna take my concealer, and this is just the contour palette, the cream contour from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I never figured out how to use this palette. Like I bought it, and when I got home, I realized it was the powder one. So I went back to the store and I got the cream one, and I spent all this money and all this time. And I love you too. I still don't really have a full grip on how to use it without making my face look super harsh and feeling really cakey, so I'm not like a big fan of it. So I'm just gonna go under my, but the other thing I like about it is being a really pale person, like it is one of the only things that I've come across that actually is good for pale people, because it is really hard to find a concealer that's white enough for my skin tone, for sure. So I'm just gonna use my little brush, my little fluffy brush here. My friend got me these for Christmas, and they're so cute and they're so soft, and I love them. And that's just gonna clean up the underneath of my eyes, because I have dark veins on my eyelids and under my eyes, and also bags because I'm a mom and I'm fucking running around all the time. So I'm now gonna take that purplish color that I used last time, and I'm gonna take just a little bit of it, not too much, and I'm gonna go right from that wing inward and kind of sculpt out my lower lash line and get it a little bit smoked out. And that kind of just brings all the colors together. I'm not a fan of wearing eyeliner on my lower lash line, because I feel like it, good job. I feel like it makes my eyes look pretty small, but I like to use that. So now I'm gonna take this and I'm kind of just gonna blend this down so that there's not such a big gap between the wing and the eye makeup. Okay, so now I'm going to take that black, and so I had like a million angle brushes, and for some reason every single time I buy a fucking angle brush, it just disappears into thin air. Like, it's gone. I don't know if that's just like, I don't know what the hell. It's like crazy. So I had to take a brush and cut it so that it's my own angle brush. But I'm just gonna take the black and I'm gonna go over that black eyeliner, because I kind of like to smoke it out a little bit more. So I like to smoke it out a little bit more, and I think that that gives that that wing a little bit, like, it's like a little less harsh. So there's that. And now I'm gonna take, this is like my favorite in the whole world, but I ran out and I use it so much that like I used it so much that I like fucking don't have anymore. But this is the Stila palette, the Stila Get Cheeky little 3 thing. Anyway, and I use that all the time because it looks so good with my skin color, and the highlighter is really like banging. Like, I swear to you, this shit is ran out, you can see that, but I can literally just get a little bit and it just does the right amount of highlighter for me. So I'm gonna take the bronzer in that and go right here just in my cheeks and really blend it. And I don't try to bring it all the way down to the corner of my lips, because I feel like that really is another thing that creates such harshness in your face. Is like if you're trying to contour and then you bring like the bronzer all the way down to your lips, I feel like it does not, like, it makes your face just look too much. Like, so
I just keep it right up here and kind of go right up on my cheekbone, just because I like the sun-kissed look. Just like that. And then the same with this side. And this is the only way that my face will look fat as fuck, because after having these kids, my face looks crazy. And I want to get that forehead, so. And a little bit on my nose, like underneath my nose, love you too. And under my lip. And then I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it right on my forehead to kind of create that smaller forehead look. You don't want to come down and really kind of meet this ray contour over here.
okay, and now I'm gonna take the blush color, and I don't like to get too much because like so much comes off and it's so pigmented that like it'll really fuck you up if you put too much on there. You'll look like.
Okay, so I'm just gonna do that right on the apples of my cheeks. And like, I'm not really into contouring my whole face or anything like that. I know a lot of people get really into it, but between the contouring and the tattooed on ass eyebrows, like that shit makes me look like just too much. Like, I just never come out of that looking good. So I focus on my eyes a lot and I just do what I feel comfortable with. And that's the most important thing. I think it's super important. As a woman, if you don't feel comfortable, don't do it just because it's the trend. Do it because you feel like you look good with that.
So now I'm gonna take that highlighter, the amazing magical highlighter that I'm out of, and I'm just gonna do that right here. The thing about highlighter that the reason why I kind of stay away from it is because no matter what product you use on your face, if your skin is not like 100%, you're gonna be able to see that still. Like, so I can use all the freaking foundation highlighter I want, but if I have a lot of acne on my face, you're gonna see it. And especially when I add that highlighter, because you're just adding like a shiny tone over top of like a pimple, and you're not, like, you really got to be careful when you do stuff like that. Anybody that's watching this and you see my daughter like complaining so much, she's very upset that I'm not paying attention to her. Are you okay? Alright, that's good. I'm going to take my... I don't usually like to use this one. I use a drugstore brand one. This is Hello Lashes, the It Cosmetic 5-in-1 clinically proven mascara. I like it, but I've never been a fan of like a plastic tip on the applicator. I usually like a fluffier applicator. So but I'm gonna just use this for now because my other one's like all crusty and dried up. So I've had it for like ever because sometimes they just last you so long. And with this look, if you get like fake eyelashes and put them on, it looks so beautiful. But I ordered some mink eyelashes. They're still not in. But hopefully I do another video soon where you'll be able to see the mink eyelashes with another look. And this is like super buildable, so if that's not enough eyelash for you and you want more, you can just add on to that. Now, I'm gonna take this cheap ass lip liner that I've had for like since I was in high school. And I've always wore lip liner because a lot of people nowadays like to wear the matte lipsticks, and I've always liked matte lipsticks. I've never been like a fan of like a shinier tone on your lips. I like just lip gloss, but I don't like a shiny lipstick, like with metallic shades in it. So now I'm gonna take this. This is Wet n Wild. It's called Plumberry, and I always like purplish tones on my lips.
I never go in corners of my mouth because that's another thing that I feel really makes you look like a freaking clown. When you go in the corners of your fucking mouth with liner. And then I just kind of go right above my lips to create a larger pout.
And everybody not everybody has a symmetrical face, so you do what you gotta do to make your fucking lips look like they match, because my one side is like smaller than the other, my one fucking eye is smaller than the other, so you're always gonna have problems. Just do what you gotta do. This with brown lip liner. I do this with like my dark red, my purple. This is pretty easy to do. I feel like if I can do it, anybody can do it. So I really suggest that anybody tries it. It's not hard. And that sounds like really kind of conceited of me to say that it's not hard to do, because some people might look at it and be like, what the fuck, I don't know what I'm doing. But honestly, like if you just try anything, you can do anything. So just remember that anything you put your mind to, you can do. And if you don't like it, that's fine. I don't really care. But if you do like it, make sure you give me a thumbs up on this video. Subscribe. I will be posting more videos, a lot of stuff with my kids, and I also like to try out new beauty products all the time. Like I'm literally trying something new every week, so I might start doing videos like that. So if you want a close-up of this makeup look, you know, and if you think that there's anything that you could do better or do differently than what I did to complete this look, then I totally like go for it. Like I said, everybody is different. Everybody has their own face, their own ideas, their own thoughts. So if you feel like this is not for you and you can do it better, then go ahead, boo-boo. Go do your thing. Okay. Thank you.